Already the impacts of climate change are being felt across the globe. The Global Humanitarian Forum, led by Kofi Annan, former head of the United Nations, recently reported that 300,000 people a year are estimated to die as a result of climate change. Many international charities, whose aim is to tackle poverty and injustice, are now forced to respond to the devastating impacts and to campaign for a global solution. Extreme weather events are destroying homes, schools, crops and animals, the foundations of everyday life. Oxfam, Christian Aid and British Red Cross also campaign to tackle the causes and effects of climate change because the people they work with are being hit first and worst.
We focused today on two common and very specific technologies for using the sun's energy to make electricity and hot water, but there's many other uses of this abundant resource.
Napier University uses passive solar energy in its solar sauna. It's made from high-tech triple glazed windows with a special tin oxide coating that traps solar energy. Temperatures in the sauna are above 60 degrees Celsius for more than 180 days in the year, rising to a sizzling 80 degrees in summer. Sunlight can also be used to light the inside of buildings via light pipes if windows don't allow enough light in. Light pipes tend to be made of reflective material, often mirrors, and can provide free lighting in a dark area of a building. They're capable of bending light round corners by reflecting it inside the pipe and can distribute light evenly and to office levels of illuminance in natural daylight.
Our main focus today has been on solar photovoltaics and solar water heaters. Let's have a quick recap of what we've covered so far. We know that we consume huge amounts of energy, which results in carbon emissions and leads to climate change and its impacts. We know that the technology is available, affordable and ready for us to invest in. We must not allow the future of this planet to be jeopardised for the sake of apathy, laziness or a misguided notion of what's profitable. We're morally obliged to act and guard this planet and its future for our children and our grandchildren. After watching this today, go home and think about what you can do there. Go to work tomorrow and think the same. If you work in the construction industry, how can you influence change? If you've ever bought, sold, rented, built or just lived in a house, then you can influence this and you can make changes. I'm told we expect 1,000 people to watch the first showing of this video today. If each of you install solar photovoltaics in your home to meet half of your electricity needs, that would save around 1,500 tonnes of carbon dioxide every year. If each of you then influence 3 friends on top of that, this saves 6,000 tonnes. If each of you install 20 in your work over the next year, that's 30,000 tonnes. If you write policy and you can influence large-scale change, then potentially millions of tonnes. The science is clear, the solutions are clear, we can solve this, but we've each got our own part to play and no one else can play it for us.